Hello students, welcome again in this beautiful world of accountancy. This is Amit sir, your accountancy teacher. I hope you all are practicing hard at home. Now to this video I am going to start some important journal entries. But before I start, I'll suggest you all to please like and subscribe my channel. Now I'm going to start my today's class with types of journal entries. Journal entries can be divided in two categories. Those are simple journal entry and compound journal entry. Simple journal entry means the entry which will affect two accounts only, whereas compound journal entry will create effect on more than two accounts. It means वो एंट्री जिसमें सिर्फ दो अकाउंट्स इन्वॉल्व होंगे, वन डेबिट एंड अदर इज क्रेडिट. Those entries are known as simple entries, whereas compound entry may involve more than two accounts. It means two or three debits or one credit or more than one credit may be possible. All those types of entries are known as compound journal entries. Understanding of types of journal entry, I'll show you some example. In first example, I'm showing simple journal entry. Rent paid ₹1000. It involves two account, rent and cash. रेंट एक्सपेंस है इसलिए वो डेबिट हो गया और कैश जा रहा है इसलिए वो क्रेडिट हो गया. रेंट एक्सपेंस बढ़ते हैं, डेबिट होता है, एसेट कम होता है, क्रेडिट होता है. देयरफॉर एंट्री इज रेंट अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश अकाउंट. Whereas in case of compound journal entry, example is purchase goods for ₹4,000, half of which is paid in cash and half by check. It means purchase is for ₹4,000, 2,000 is repaid through cash and 2,000 is repaid from bank. Therefore, entry here is purchase account debit by ₹4,000, to cash ₹2,000 and to bank ₹2,000. You can clearly see यहाँ पे दो अकाउंट क्रेडिट हो रहे हैं और एक डेबिट. It means more than two accounts are involved here. Therefore, it will be termed as compound entry. Now, after knowing meaning of simple entry and compound entry, now after knowing difference between simple entry and compound entry, let us apply that knowledge in the given problem. In the given problem, they want us to pass journal entry. First, we will identify which type of entry that is simple or compound. Let's start. First, on 1st April, Ramesh started business with cash ₹1 lakh. In first transaction, two accounts are affected. One Ramesh's capital and other is cash. It means simple entry. April 2, paid into bank ₹20,000. When we make payment into bank, it will affect two accounts, bank and cash. Again, simple entry. April 3rd, bought goods for cash and on credit from SONU. It means we are purchasing goods for cash and on credit both. It will create three effects. One is on purchase, second is on cash, third is on SONU. Therefore, it will be termed as compound entry. Now, April 4, drew cash from bank for office use. It will affect two accounts, bank account and cash account. Again, simple entry. April 13, sold goods to KRISHNA for ₹15,000, half of which is against check. It means we are selling goods to KRISHNA, half of which is paid by KRISHNA and half of which is still due. Therefore, it will affect three accounts, one sales, second KRISHNA and third bank. Therefore, it will be termed as compound entry. Now, finally, the last one, bought goods from SHYAM. When we purchase goods from SHYAM, it will affect two accounts, one purchase, second SHYAM. That is known as simple entry. Now, after dividing transaction given to us in question according to simple or compound, let's start posting of those entry in journal. First entry is Ramesh started business with cash ₹1 lakh. When a person starts business, it will increase cash and it will increase capital. And when cash increases, it means asset increases, cash must be debited, and capital increases, capital must be credited. Therefore, entry is cash account debit to capital account. Now, second entry, paid into bank. When we make payment in bank, it will increase bank balance and reduces cash. Therefore, entry is bank account debit to cash account. बैंक बढ़ रहा है, एसेट बढ़ रहा है, इसलिए वो डेबिट हो रहा है, और कैश कम हो रहा है, अगेन एसेट कम हो रहा है, तो वो क्रेडिट हो रहा है. नाउ नेक्स्ट entry is on 3rd April. Bought goods for cash ₹50,000 and ₹40,000 on credit from SONU. It means this transaction will create three effects. One is on purchase, other is on cash, and last one is on SONU. Now, if a transaction creates more than two effects, then it will be termed as compound entry. Therefore, it is in compound entry. And the entry for this transaction is purchase account debit by rupees 90,000, to cash 50,000, to SONU 40,000. Here purchase is debited by 90,000 because दोनों purchase ही हैं, चाहे cash हो चाहे credit हो. But cash is paid for rupees 50,000 only. Whereas remaining 40,000 will be termed as credit purchase. That's why I am crediting SONU by rupees 40,000 क्योंकि SONU हमारा liability बन गया, creditor बन गया. Now next is drew cash from bank for office use. When a person withdrew money from his bank account for office use, entry is cash account debit to bank account. In this entry cash will increases. और जब कैश बढ़ता है एसेट बढ़ता है, एसेट बढ़ता है तो वो डेबिट होता है. ऑन द अदर साइड बैंक बैलेंस इज ऑल्सो टर्म्ड एज एसेट, तो एसेट वो कम हो रहा है. दैट्स व्हाई वी आर क्रेडिटिंग बैंक अकाउंट. देयरफॉर एंट्री इज कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू बैंक अकाउंट बाय रुपीज 10,000. नाउ next entry is sold goods to Krishna for rupees 15,000 and some of the portion is paid by him and some of the portion is still payable by him, because as per the question half payment is paid by Krishna and half is still receivable from Krishna. Therefore entry is Krishna debit, bank account debit to sales account. In front of Krishna we will write 7,500, bank also 7,500 and total sales is of rupees 15,000 must be credited. Now next entry is on April 20, bought goods from SHYAM for rupees 22,500. Now when we purchase goods from someone, again it will affect two accounts. Those are purchase account and SHYAM account. Purchase account will be debited because expense बढ़ रहा है and SHYAM account credited since liability increases by rupees 22,500. Now after completing difference between simple and compound entry with the help of some example, let's start some important typical entries जिसमें आपको थोड़ा हटके सोचना पड़ेगा. Those entries are, first is when goods are used for other purposes such as first personal use, second given on charity, third given as free sample, fourth used for producing assets for the business, or lost by theft or lost by fire. Now in such situation entry will be that purpose account debit to purchase account. Here purpose will be replaced according to question. अगर वो पर्सनल यूज होगा तो यहाँ पे ड्राइंग्स आएगा, अगर वो चैरिटी होगा तो चैरिटी आएगा, अगर हमने सैंपल के रूप में दिया होगा तो एडवर्टीजमेंट आएगा, और अगर हमने एसेट्स प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए यूज किया तो उस एसेट के नेम से आएगा. नाउ entry is, for example we use that goods for producing asset, entry is asset account debit to purchase account. Now for better understanding I'm taking one example. In the given example goods worth rupees 4,000 given as free sample. When we distribute goods as free sample, that goods are given for advertisement. Entry in this case is advertisement account debit to purchase account. Here I am debiting advertisement account क्योंकि advertisement हमारे लिए expense है, और क्रेडिटिंग परचेज अकाउंट क्योंकि परचेज हमारे लिए इनकम हो जाएगा, क्योंकि हमने जो पहले खरीदा था वो हमने एक्सपेंस माना था कि हम बिजनेस में कंज्यूम करेंगे, बट हमने उसे कंज्यूम नहीं किया, यानी हमारा एक्सपेंस रिवर्स हो रहा है, एंड रिवर्स ऑफ एक्सपेंस इज नोन एज इनकम. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम क्रेडिटिंग परचेज. नाउ दैट्स इट. इन नेक्स्ट क्लास वी विल study few more interesting entries. For the time being, thank you and goodbye.